Alright, this arena run shows off some incredible Hedgehog pill value. It's pretty rare you get to actually see this, because normally it's not very good, but if you happen to have a team that's full of pita bread and like curd abilities, it can actually be worth it to pill a Hedgehog, and it's just one of the most like exciting things, because it just happens so infrequently. I guess Badger pill is another thing that doesn't happen too often, but sometimes you can make it work in like pack 1 if you happen to get a camel and like a peacock team, maybe have some garlic, then you can pill it, get a bunch of attack, and get some extra stats. And it's actually somewhat decent, but I'm just trying to throw around two because it doesn't actually matter, and I just want to go as late as possible. But pita bread is, yeah, so pita bread plus hedgehog, trying to find things that are actually good with it. In this run, I went with big camel. I also put some random things like Triceratops in this pack, Gorilla's in this pack, Crane is in this pack. So there's a whole bunch of things that could actually get some value out of this and ends up being a pretty interesting run. Still waiting for the update to come out. I'm sure it's going to be any day now. I've been saying that for the past like month, but I did not expect them to take this long for the update. It is like a pretty big change to some of the game mechanics, but they also like undid a lot of that stuff. Pack 2 is still very different, and like the different level up reward system is kind of nice. So hopefully it will come soon, and then I won't have to worry about, I don't know. It will make me more motivated to join like tournaments and stuff in the future, I think. Because right now, I guess the meta has gotten a little bit stale with like the puppy pack lottery stuff. It's not super interesting. But anyway, in other news, so the team tournament, we're into the second week of the playoffs now, and our team is actually in it. We have made it to the semifinals. Only 4 teams left out of the 10 that started. And yeah, everyone plays in the playoffs, so all 7 people got to win 4 out of these 7 matches to move on. Last week was actually super close. It came down to me versus FBL. It was tied 3-3. Luckily, I was a pretty big favorite and actually managed to win that one. But yeah, turn 6 camel, don't usually take that because it's not exactly great. But early buffalo is probably just going to carry me for the time being, which is always nice. Buffalo's being changed so that it's 3 friends sell. I don't know, like, since they add Chinchilla into Pack 2, it just synergizes super well with Buffalo, and you can actually buy, sell 6 things and get, like, double triggers, but I guess it is getting a nerf, which is probably a good thing, because, man, is it, like, so insanely good. I wonder what the win rate is when people get early Buffalo, but it has to shoot up from, like, whatever their percentage is to, like, 3 times that. It's pretty insane. Alright, so there's the banana. I probably should just pill the hedgehog now if I was trying to win, just because getting early monkey is obviously huge. It's going to be super good with camel, but instead I'm kind of memeing this run, and I'm just going to save this hedgehog all the way until the very end. It's doing good things. It's giving +4/+4, and a lot of draws. This one is going super late game. Another banana and another hedgehog. Maybe I should take another hedgehog banana. That could actually kind of work. Or I could just roll for something to actually pill. Stork maybe, but I don't have room for it, so just Flamingo Pill. Really not that bad. I mean, 4 gold for +2/+2, that's targeted, and I get a monkey. I should probably buff the buffalo and then I guess put Hedgehog second, but instead I just went with Big Camel, since I guess I might end up selling the buffalo. I don't know, who knows. And yeah, it looks like a pretty solid team. In other news, I've been watching the NBA Finals, or like the Western and Eastern Conference Finals. Game 7 just happened. Man, what a crazy series. So the Heat went up 3-0, and then the Celtics brought it all the way back to tie it at 3-3, so it was a Game 7. They could have been the first in NBA history to come back from a 3-0 deficit. And then, also, maybe I should spoil this. I don't know. It's probably fine. I mean, it's the day after, right? But they got blown out in Game 7. Dude, what a crazy, unpredictable series it was. Like, it was so, I don't know, like, favored towards one team the entire time. It's like, man, how did they ever lose? Like, after the Heat won the first 3 games, it's like, man, they're just so much better. And then the next 2 games, it's like, wow, the Celtics are so much better. And then after Game 6, it was just like, wow, they lucked out one time. And then in Game 7, they were the first team to be at home in Game 7, which is usually a nice advantage in the NBA, but somehow they completely like flopped. Game 7 is pretty crazy, and yeah, I don't know. I'm sure now it's like 152-0 for the teams that are down 3-0. Crane plus Hedgehog is actually a pretty interesting combo that for some reason I'm not sure I've actually used before, but it ends up being pretty nice because then I can just give an instant melon to whatever I want. So that'll be helpful. There's a pill. I just want to find pita bread, ideally on everything, but maybe just at least on the camel before I pill this hedgehog. And then I'll have another one frozen just in case I find a whole bunch of pita breads. That's going to be the difficult part, is actually finding 4 pita breads this late. The odds are not going to be with me, but I can tell you that I get super lucky. There's 1 pita bread instantly and level 3 camel. So already pilling this hedgehog's going to be crazy value. Because I get 15 HP on the camel, which is really 13 HP, I guess. But then I get a monkey out of it, and I get a 5 attack, and I get melon armor. So it's adding up real quick here. And there's a Spino, so why not add even more stuff? I could even take like a piranha. I added that into the pack. I could pill a hedgehog, it kills a piranha, and then I get 3 attack on everything too. And I guess that'd be a pretty good synergy actually with pita bread. You go pita bread, piranha, and then you pill everything. If only that could actually be good, but like if you high roll it, maybe it would be good. And look at that combo. The +6/+6 as well from the camels actually like somewhat significant. So it's time for the monkey to go. And I probably should have taken some garlic or melon on things earlier before. I actually, oh yeah, I put crane in front. I didn't even mention it, but it was kind of stupid. Because I was like, oh, I don't want it to die from the hedgehog pill, so maybe it'll make sense. And there we go. Look at that beautiful interaction and the +3/+2. So how many stats did I get for that total? I got +6/+6, +3/+2, +5 attack, and +13 HP. That is one efficient pill. And the run is not over, because I get an even better one. You could probably tell from the thumbnail, but there's an even better. I did not expect to get so many hedgehog pills with pita bread, but I'm also winning somehow, even with this team. Again, probably just carried by early Buffalo, but there's another pill. I guess I'll level up the Spino. That will give even more stats, and then this monkey will probably go eventually. There's level 2 Spino. There's a gorilla, which was so tempting to me, because I was like, okay, well, I can't resist pilling a hedgehog with the gorilla, and maybe getting a pita bread. That would be so perfect. Plus, it actually synergizes pretty well with Spino, because that's just an absolutely beautiful buff target. Maybe I could even find, like, a pepper, I guess. But, well, no, I guess it's going to get coconut, isn't it? And what do I want to level up? Nothing, really. I'm just kind of hard rolling for pita bread. And there we go. So there's 1 pita bread. There's 2 pita breads. Love to see it. Highland cow probably would have been a better option than gorilla. It's tempting to get coconut, but if I don't have a ton of attack, then the coconut's really not that helpful. So there we go. There's the buffalo cell. Very questionable, but now I have 2 pita breads, and I can put the crane behind the gorilla so that it gains... Oh, wait, no. Actually, I'm not sure what would happen. I guess the crane would go first, right? Because it has higher attack. So it would give at least 5 attack, and then it would give the coconut still. 5 attack, I guess that's pretty good on a coconut. Another banana, why not? I mean, it'll give me a monkey, which I guess could be useful for a turn. Maybe I could buff the gorilla. Although its stats are going to be so skewed, because it's going to get +13 HP. And maybe, like, the Spino buff could hit it. That would actually be huge, +6 attack. And then... Okay, taking a lemon. If I actually want the pill value, the +6/+6, I gotta get rid of the melon armor, so I guess that makes some sense here. And unfortunate to run into a Croc team. My entire backline dies. That's gonna be an issue. Luckily, I had plenty of lives to work with. Go ahead and pita bread the crane. It could use some extra attack. And then I guess I chocolate the gorilla for, like, no reason. Level 2 gorilla. Hooray. I could have gone for, like, level 3 Spino. That might have been better. Or level 2 crane. I'm not really sure. Leveling up the hedgehog doesn't really do anything. But at this point, just rolling for a pill. And then I will get the ultimate value. Tiger leopard 50/50. Well, these teams have gotten a little bit absurd. That's an issue. Down to 2 hearts. It's not looking good from this spot. I thought I was going to lose. And how about level 3 Spino? I could just buy the 2 Spinos, but I'm just going to roll for the pill since it's such insane value. And then I roll into another pita bread. So I guess I'll get you to 50 HP. Not really all that necessary, probably, but hey. Now I have the ultimate squad. 4 pita breads plus a hedgehog. It's really a dream come true. I've been like dreaming of this since I was like 6 years old. It's like when people ask, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? I always answer, I wanted to pill a hedgehog with 4 pita breads and super auto pets. Granted, the game didn't exist at the time, so people were pretty confused, but like, You can see now it's all worked out. So here we go. The moment of truth. Pilling a hedgehog with 4 pita breads. It deals 2 damage to everything. +6/+6 from the camel. Get the coconut armor. Get the melon armor and the 5 attack and the +6/+4. It hit the camel, which was probably the worst target, honestly. Kind of unfortunate there. And then I just take a chicken leg. But yeah, the stats on this gorilla are not really so good for turn 18 here. It's only got 13 attack. This would be a good spot for a lollipop, honestly. I could definitely take a lollipop here. I don't know if I add it into the pack. But now the teams are getting pretty absurd. We got level 3 1-up Octo. And unfortunately, with the Grizzly, that's going to take me out. So down to lethal. Can I actually get to 10 wins with this squad? I mean, it's not exactly a great squad. Do I want level 3 Spino or do I want Lemon? And I decided I want Lemon. I could take Cow, honestly, and then end with like another Spino. I don't know if that really would have been worth it. Probably ending with Skunk would have been a good last option, especially with this low attack on this gorilla. But at 1533 coconuts, hopefully all the Spino buffs will land on this crane so that it could have 50 HP. And look at that, the coconut value and the crane value. Oh my god, I actually got to 10 wins with this squad. I did not deserve it whatsoever, but a really fun run showing off some just weird shenanigans in this run. And thanks for watching. See ya.